Hey there guys, this is Raggedstar once again for a collections video. This is kind of a 1 year later sort of thing. I'll maybe try doing it in those kind of increments, maybe not as far as 1 year. I'm doing this for my bed because my floor seems to be really dark, even though it's in the middle of the day. And my bed just seems a lot brighter. And look! Wolfie blanket! Yay! Okay, I guess I'll start with the DS games. Or, yeah, games. Here is Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. I was playing Phantom Hourglass and little Kitsune said that Spirit Tracks was a lot better. So I asked for it for Christmas and holy crap, it's so much better than Phantom Hourglass. It just felt so much better to play and the controls are better and you didn't have to go into that same bloody temple a million times and redoing all those puzzles. It's really good, I like it. And got into Nox because I like puppies. Yeah, that was basically my only motivation in getting it. It's my birthday at the end of the month, so I decided to get a pre-order of Okamiden, and when you pre-order it, you get a bunch of goodies. Here's one of them. This is the screen cleaner, and I'm not showing it very well. And over here, we have the stylus, which seems a little sharp, but yeah, the Okamiden stylus. Alright, let's move on to the PS2, and I'm not sure why this is all the way over here. This is Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. I don't think it's $15 good, but it's an alright game. And, hold on, someone's coming in. Alright. I did end up beating Kingdom Hearts 1. This is Kingdom Hearts 2. I like the story more in this game, but I don't like the lack of challenge that the first game seemed to have a lot of. It was beginning at, and I even played it in Proud mode, and it was still pretty easy. It was only difficult at the beginning and some parts at the end, and then there was the Sephiroth battle. But then again, he's Sephiroth. I actually do like the Battle of Sephiroth a lot more in this game. And also I have 358 over 2 days. I don't know how you pronounce it exactly. I don't mind playing from the perspective of Organization 13. And it gives you a lot more opportunity to love on Roxas and Axel. Yay! And 2 games that are coming out to the PS3 this year. Eco and Shadow of the Colossus. I'm one of those people who pronounces it as Eco. There's two kind of people in this world. There's people who pronounce it as Eco and those who pronounce it as Aiko. I think Eco is how the Japanese pronounce it, so I guess I'll say it like that. It's very short, but it's also very powerful. It's also one of those games who you would think of as an art form in a way. And I am a believer of that. Don't kill yourself trying to get it, especially if you have a PS3. This is a very short game, but Shadow of the Colossus is a lot easier to get. This game is fucking amazing. I love it. It should have won Game of the Year for its year, but it didn't. I actually like this more than Eco because of the obvious, I like killing things better. Of course, it's not the only reason, but it's a very good game. Again, I'm getting all my friends addicted to it. It is the definition of the word epic. This is what you kill. This is you. And all you have is a sword and a bow of arrows. Good luck to you. Here is Klonoa, Door of Phantomile, and Klonoa 2, Lunatia's Veil. They're both pretty basic, cutesy little platformers, except this one is really, really sad for some reason. So I don't know. I don't know which one I like better. Oh, I've got one over here. This is Final Fantasy VII, the game that everyone loves to hate. Except I'm one of those people who love it. But I'm not completely, fangirl over it. I have all three discs over here. It's also the most expensive purchase in my collection, though it also came with a book, which I can't find right now. Drakengard. I haven't played this yet. Little Kitsune told me to get it, so I asked for it for Christmas, and I haven't played it yet, so don't kill me. like it. Jack 2 is really fucking hard, but I do like they kind of lowered things for Jack 3. Though I don't like the story as much and the mini games and all that. I mean, it's still a good game, it's just it's not my thing. I know some people who do like Jack 3 more than Jack 2, so you know what, all the power to you. Sly 2 Band of Thieves. I don't know which one of these I like better. This is Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. These two along with the first game are now on the PS3. And I don't know which one I like better. I guess Sly 2 because it's more... Well, the story isn't as good, but there's a lot of mini-games that aren't annoying, and frankly, this one is really annoying. But I like the story in Sly 3 a lot more. It's kind of like an Ocean's 11 sort of thing, where you gather a bunch of members of a heist. And I also do like the general change in gameplay with these. Like I said, it's a heist. Full Metal Alchemist and the Broken Angel, I got this mostly under a fangirl sort of thing. I haven't played it very much. I don't know if you can see this. My focus is kind of weird. But this is the French edition of the game. I didn't notice when I got it. But this is the French edition of the game. The writing down here is all in French. The game itself is in English, but I didn't notice it was in French. But, oh well. Draken, the Ancient Gates. I haven't played this one much either, but it's what I've played, it was good. I love dragons, by the way. That's why you see so many dragon things here. Psychonauts, another game much like Ico and Okami that didn't sell very well, yet is complete genius. I've actually kind of dubbed this kind of the System of a Down of video games, since this game is absolutely crazy, and yet it's at the same time it's just plain genius. It's wit and it's brought together really nicely. It was a real shame that it didn't sell very well. I actually just finished it not long ago and I'm getting a lot of reflection. Pooh. As you can see what the new console is, this is actually not my console exactly, but I'm playing it because the actual owner of it doesn't play it all that much. These are my current obsessions. Ratchet & Clank Future, Tools of Destruction, and Ratchet & Clank Crack in Time, which I'm currently playing right now. And it's awesome! Yeah, I really like this game. These were actually the first games I actually had any temptation to play on the PS3 until The Last Guardian came out, which is made by the same guy who's doing these. Fumito Ueda, you must worship him. Or Ueda, I guess. Yeah, these are pretty much the last main games of the series, but they really went out with a bang. I don't have Quest for Booty yet, but I will get it eventually. Shame on me for going out of order. Assassin's Creed. Falco and I have this little thing going on where she plays these and I play this. And it's a fair trade, I guess, because both of these games are supposed to be really good. I haven't played Assassin's Creed, but I have seen some gameplay and I've heard a lot of things about it and watched some AMVs. And it's good. It's good. I'm really kind of excited in playing this. I haven't touched these either. They're actually still wrapped. God of War collection, which has God of War 1 and God of War 2, originally on the PS2. And I've been really curious about God of War because I like Greek mythology and I also kind of like killing things, so yeah, it's also boasts a good story from what I hear, as well as good graphics and all that jazz. So I will play this eventually. And since Sucker Punch has promised to make a Sly 4 and even released a trailer, I feel no guilt in playing Infamous. I don't know too much about Infamous, but I heard it's good, so I'm not as excited in playing it as compared to God of War and Assassin's Creed, but I will get to it eventually. This actually came with the console. And a game that's not exactly mine, but I will probably be playing the second installment, StarCraft II Wings of Liberty, which came out last year. This is not a bad game. I do kind of like the first StarCraft more, but this is a worthy successor to it. And one of my major annoyances is that you don't have the Protoss or the Zerg campaigns. The Zerg campaign will be coming out eventually. And the Zerg are actually kind of, quote-unquote, my race, when I used to play the original StarCraft and Brood War. But I'll probably have more interest in it when I get the other one, which I guess is called the Heart of the Swarm. Now this is actually not a new thing. I've had this since I was a little girl. And I'm using this. Probably should have done this before. Oh boy. This is a Sega Genesis. For those who are too young to recognize the 16-bit era. And it's really dusty. The reason why it's so dusty is because my mom planned to take it to the Goodwill to get rid of it, but she never did. And I don't exactly want to move it, so it'll be going back in. But yeah, hell yeah, Sega Genesis. I used to play this constantly when I was a kid. And here are a few of the games. This is The Lion King, one of my first games, and I got this when I was a little kid and I didn't beat it until I was 14 because Scar is a bastard child. Aladdin. You know, it's Aladdin. It's pretty much the same kind of game as The Lion King, but it's Aladdin. I actually kind of prefer the one on the SNES more, but because it's kind of based more on platforming. Also some Master System games since we have an add-on, but I've never really played them that much. What else do we have in this goodie bag? Tailspin. Tailspin. I really like the cartoon, but I never really got past the 3rd level in here. What else do we have in here? I can't find... I looked in this bag before and I couldn't find another one, which is actually my first Sega Genesis game called Quackshot. It's basically in those days where Disney games were absolutely amazing, and Quackshot was no exception. But Fantasia, one of the best Disney movies of all time, has a sucky Sega Genesis game. This game, when it even decided to work, it sucked. And I'm kind of angry about this game because since it's just a basic platformer and there's not many levels, I don't think there's any bosses. Never got that far because it just decided to die now and again, even when it was new, which kind of sucked. The cartridge is actually, I think, in the bag somewhere. I did have the case for The Lion King, and I can't find it. So yeah, those are all the games.